Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a beauty haul for you. I went to Ulta, Sephora, and I also went to Target. These are some items, it's like a collective haul. These are some items that I've picked up over the past week or so. And I just thought, maybe you'd like to share because I never ever buy this much makeup at one time in this small amount of time. Especially higher end makeup, which is a lot of what I have here. Because it was my birthday 2 weekends ago, I guess, and I decided that this year I really wanted to, spend some quality moolah on nice makeup, because until this year, I didn't have the money to spend on high-end makeup at all, because, I was in college, my husband was in college, he wasn't my husband at that time, but anyways, we just obviously didn't have the money for it. And now that we're both working full-time, I decided that I was going to gift myself some nice items this year for my birthday. So this is kind of what this is. I understand that it's kind of like, for me a little crazy how much I bought, but, we're dealing with it. So I think I'll begin with Target, because that is the least amount of stuff that I bought. So this is what I purchased at Target. As you can see, these have been used because I've had them for about a week. This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in 110, which is creamy natural. It's what I have on today. I really like it. It doesn't necessarily last all day for me because I have oily skin. And I do set it with my Urban Decay All Nighter. But I do like it. It's a great, great finish. And when it does kind of fade, it doesn't break down or look weird. It just, the coverage isn't as good as it was when I put it on in the morning. That's all. So I don't really mind that because I don't expect it to look completely flawless all day, especially in the kind of job that I have. So this is still really, really, really nice, and I'll keep using it definitely. And then these are two e.l.f. brushes that I bought. This is the pointed foundation brush, and this is the small tapered brush. I use the small blush brush, or is it just the blush brush? The blush brush by e.l.f. to set underneath my eyes, but the newer version of this brush isn't pointed like this, it's rounded, and so, I tried to buy another one because I liked it for highlighter as well, but the other one, because it was rounded, just wasn't doing it for me, so this one's perfect. It's really, really nice. It's a little bit smaller than this one, and it works really well for highlighter, so that's what I've been using it for. This pointed foundation brush, it is quite small, and I've used this for blending out my under eye concealer, and it's working really, really well for me. And the reason why I needed this, or why I wanted this, is for this reason. I picked up at Ulta, so let's just start with something about at Ulta. That same day, I picked up this foundation brush. It's the IT Cosmetics LBD foundation. It's from their Velvet Luxe line. This is number 302. This is the best foundation brush in the world. I love it. I've been using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush that looks like this and is very dirty since this came out. How long has this been out? 3 years? And I haven't been able to find anything as good. I've tried Sigma ones. I've tried Sephora brand, and I always end up returning them because I don't like them as much. But this one was probably $40, $38, but I love it, and hashtag never going back, let's be honest. So, and then I just picked up my Ulta birthday gift, which is this little palette, which I was disappointed with because Ulta brand cosmetics usually aren't that great, but this is okay. It's definitely doable, and for days where I just want a wash of color, this is actually really good, so I have been using this and enjoying it. And then today, I went back to Ulta because they sent me a 20% off coupon, which they used to never have 20% off coupons, and I swear in the past 6 months I've gotten 3, and I've never used them before just because a lot of times the luxury brands don't count, and a lot of times with drugstore makeup I'm pretty set, and you can find a better deal even with a discount at Walgreens or something like that using coupons. So I don't tend to use them, but then when I got it yesterday, I was like, you know what, there's so many things that I've been wanting to get and I haven't gotten because I didn't want to spend the money on it. So these are some of the items that seriously maybe 3 years that I've been wanting that I've never tried. So I'll show you those. I really want to try out a new mascara. So I got the Is this Too Faced? Yes, Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Obviously, you hear so much about this online, and on YouTube, and I have never tried it before. I've tried a sample, but I don't really trust samples because there's times that I get a sample and I like it, and I get the full size one and I don't like it, or the opposite. So I think I didn't like the sample of this one, but I decided to give it a shot anyways because it seems like something I would like. I love brushes like this. I love the type of like texture this is, if that makes sense, that it's kind of like really volumizing and everything. So hopefully I'll like it. I didn't even check what color this was. Hopefully it's black. I don't know. And then I also got Hoola, Benefit Hoola. It's a classic. I've never tried it before, and I just figured I don't wear bronzer that much, and that's because I'm so fair. But I heard people who are fair really, really like this for contouring. So we'll try it. Then I also got this Tarte blush, and this is the Tarte blush in Exposed. I wanted something that's a little bit more natural. Right now I'm using a MAC blush called Fleur Power. So I picked this up. Ooh, plastic. And I've just heard great things about this color from a lot of different people. And I think it'll be a natural everyday blush, which is kind of what I was after. So I'm excited about that. So those were kind of some of the things, those three things were kind of some of the things that I've been wanting to pick up for a while, so I did. Oof! And then this as well. This is another IT Cosmetics brush. I love the IT Cosmetics brushes so much. I have this travel set, which of eye brushes that I use every day. I have a full set of Sigma eye brushes. I don't use them anymore. I just use those. I love them so much. So now that I have this brush and I have this blush brush, I'm set. I'm not set, but I'm pretty freaking excited about it. So this is the Live Beauty Fully line. This is the Flawless Blush Brush in number 227. So this line is also really cool. It comes with like these little pink tags, and it says, to live beautifully is to give beautifully. For every Live Beauty Fully brush you purchase, IT Cosmetics will donate one brush to the Look Good, Feel Better program to help women face the effects of cancer treatments with confidence. Together, we're making the world more beautiful, one brush at a time. Now that's living beautifully. So that's kind of like the emblem for looking good, feeling better, or look good, feel better. I don't really know the ins and outs of this campaign and how much they're giving to this company, but I might look into it. That's something that people need to do, because just because a company is saying they're giving some amount of like profits to a company, you don't really know how much it is, and it's a good thing to look into, because sometimes there's a cap or sometimes it's like 1%. So I'll look into that, but I wasn't buying this like because of, you know, its affiliation with that organization. I was just buying it because this brush is bomb. So love it. It's so soft, like incredibly soft, but also I feel like it's a good density. It's not super dense, it's really fluffy, and I think that'll be really good for applying my blush, because I currently use this Real Technique brush, if you couldn't tell. And I prefer this for bronzer, but I also like it for blush. I prefer it for both blush and bronzer. But I didn't want to get another one of these. I wanted to try something different, so that's why I picked this up. And this was $35 before the discount. Something like that. It was like $35, so not cheap, but woo! And then lastly from Ulta today, I got this curling wand. This is a Bedhead, ooh, it's upside down. Bedhead Curly Pops 1-inch tourmaline ceramic styling iron. Creates loose curls and waves. I was hung up on this for a while because it only has an on and off switch, and I was kind of concerned because I usually like, I'm just waving this around. I usually like to be able to control the amount of heat that is on my hair, but when I looked, they have a version of this that has a heat setting, and the reviews on this one were a lot better than the other one, so I decided just to go with this. And the reason I wanted to try these is because they're only $30, and the one that I have right now is a Remington, and that was like $25 at Target, and I love that curling wand. It's just a little bit too small because I used it when I had shorter hair. So now that my hair is getting longer, I wanted something thicker. So this is a 1-inch, and I'm interested to see how that works out. So before we move on to Sephora, I picked up this little daddy from MAC around my birthday. I'm sorry. I can't figure out what color this is. I should look it up, to be real, but this is Blanc Type, this is Bamboo, this is Saddle, and this is a brown color that Jaclyn Hill always uses and I can never remember the name of. And they're really hard to get out of these little things, so I'm not going to. But I'll link it below, like all of these colors, or I'll list all of these colors below for you. If you're interested, this is something that I just made on my own. As I mentioned before, I didn't mention it before, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I really like warm colors on my lid, and it's really hard to find, excuse me, a nude matte eyeshadow palette that is warm. So I made one, and it was expensive, but that's okay. So this was $8 for the little plastic tray, and then $10 each eyeshadow, so it was $48. I understand that I can get like a full-size palette for that amount of money, but I don't want a full-size palette. I don't use them. I have the Naked 3 palette, I have a Stila palette, I have a Tarte palette, I have, you know, so many palettes that I don't use. I don't know why I'm like not human, I'm not normal, because I will use these and singles, like a small, like a trio or a quad or whatever, way more than I'll use a palette. And it doesn't make sense, but it's how I know. So what are you going to do? So I'm really, really super excited to have that. Then lastly, Sephora. I don't go to Sephora very much at all. Mostly because all their stuff is high-end, and, you know, I don't live that life very often until apparently today. But I picked up some stuff that I've also been meaning to pick up for a while. One of them being the Anastasia Dip Brow. And I have this in soft brown. It's what I use today. I have been loving it. Just made a little itty bitty dent in it. And it's awesome. It's so much easier than using a pencil. I'd previously been using the Sephora brand pencil, and although I liked it, I like this a lot better. I think I'm better at using this than using a pencil, and I prefer it. So I'm so glad I picked it up. And then I also picked up a refill. I've been using these, that's why they're not in their packaging, sorry about it. But a refill of my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is my old one because my new one's in my makeup bag. But as you can see, my old one got real natty. It's like brown. But I just wanted a new one, so I got one. And this is, you know, kind of expensive for a brow gel, but I swear to you it works. Emily Clark has mentioned before that she just uses hairspray in her brows, and when my current one runs out, maybe I'll try that because it is kind of expensive. And then, another product I've been lusting over for years. YSL Volupte Rouge Volupte Shine. This is the box that it came in. Rouge Volupte Shine. This is Nude in Private. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. This is my kind of color, which is why I got this. Personally, if I'm spending a lot of money... I'm sorry, I just have this weirdness in my throat. But if I'm spending a lot of money on a lipstick, I'm probably going to get a My Lips But Better or a nude color, because that's just what I wear most often. That's what I pull for most often. So if I'm going to invest the money in it, I would like it to be something that I'm going to wear every day, because to me, that's just how I am. And let me just put this on. The texture of this. Oh, so good. It's just fantastic. It smells delightful. It smells fruity, maybe a little bit florally, but mostly fruity. I had bought one before this that I ended up returning because the color was not great and the smell was weird. I'm glad that this one was normal, and I'm really happy with it. So, because for $35, whew, you better believe I'm excited about it. So, lastly, the Sephora birthday gift this year are two little NARS lipsticks, the satin lip pencil, in a name that I'm not even going to try to say. Recugium. It's kind of like this color, but a little bit darker, and kind of has a little bit of iridescence to it. Not a lot. I wouldn't call it sparkly, but when you put it on, it does have it catches a light in a way. It reminds me a lot of MAC Hot Gossip, which is one of my favorite lipsticks. I think it's way underappreciated. It's my fave. And then also this matte lip pencil in Corolla, which I haven't worn yet, but is equally beautiful. So that, my friends, is everything I have for you in this gigantic haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for other things I should try out, or any reviews you would like on any of these products, I'd be really happy to do that for you. I do plan on doing like an everyday makeup routine at some point. So I will do that. If you guys want to see that sooner rather than later, then let me know. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!